Welcome, everybody, to the All Sports and All Play Network. I am Ace from the West Coast, and I am joined today by none other than the very, very upset Freddie Henderson, and none other than I'm shocked Chris Brown, and then the very, very, very excited Jay. All right.
McLovin.
So we are going to go ahead and get this party started, and we are going to talk about that Houston Rockets and Los Angeles Lakers game. So because the Rockets won, and that is Jay McLovin's team who said that the Rockets were going to win, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to give Jay McLovin the very first shot. So go ahead, take it away.
All right, guys. First of all, to Freddie Henderson, much love and respect. I ain't afraid of you. And I'm responding back to your earlier text to me if I'm afraid.
I ain't afraid of nothing but my mama.
Hey, listen, guys. You guys said it earlier that you are so hyped and so amped. And I know Vegas is probably just exploding with people who are getting paid on the underdog. Because I know the Rockets are paid on the underdog. There's people out there just making money. Yeah, they're making money because the Rockets pulled off what everybody thought they couldn't pull off, and that's the underdog, the heart of the champion, coming and taking it to the Lakers. And for those of you who don't know, the Lakers, they went down big time. They didn't just go down, Freddie, Chris, Ace. They went down with their pants around their ankles, back to their mamas crying. With an exclamation point for PJ Tucker, who should be all defense team. And if there's anybody here that thinks that PJ Tucker should be all defense, you didn't watch tonight's game. And I give it to you guys.
All right, so
Let me go. I'm ready for it. Give it to me.
Hold on. We have a fan response that just came up that said that the Lakers were going to win it in 6.
Okay.
He's a smart man. You know what? I want you to keep the same energy, my friend. Keep the same energy. Do you realize that it's been a whole week since my Lakers have even played basketball? Do you realize that you just got them playing 2 days ago? Don't you realize that if anybody have followed LeBron James in his career, game 1 is what? The fill-out game. Yes, James Harden did his thing. Yes, Russell Westbrook did his thing. Yes, Eric Gordon did his thing. Yes, PJ Tucker did his thing. But do you expect Mr. LeBron James not to be aggressive going further in this series? Do you expect Anthony Davis not to get in that post a lot more than he did tonight? I mean, just pump the brakes just a touch. It was just game 1. I'm not afraid of nothing. Like Mr. Fran response say, Lakers in 6. I believe they're gonna take it down in 5. It ain't no 6 games. We will win the next 4 games. This coming Sunday, the King James, he will show out. He will let you know why he's still a king. He ain't going to be passive. And then did you see Rondo? He looked good. This Laker team will be, you have no matchup with Anthony Davis. Did you see they really had James Harden in the post guarding Anthony Davis? And every time he was on him, he was barbecue chicken. Do keep doing it. Game 2, they're going to be much more aggressive. Lakers in 5.
I strictly remember Freddie Henderson saying it was going to be Lakers in 4. You said it was going to be a clean sweep, my friend. I remember saying that.
Chris Brown gives his take on it.
Yeah.
Chris Brown gives his take. To caveat what he said, when the Rockets win tomorrow, when the Rockets win the next game, it's going to be Lakers in 7 or 6. It's going to be Lakers in 6.
I will respond.
Hold on. I'll give you a shot in a minute.
You up, baby?
I'll give you a shot in a minute. But it's Chris Brown's shot now.
Man, I'm mad. I'm mad because there's a whole bunch of things the Lakers did wrong in this game. You know the Houston Rockets is crazy on offense. I knew James Harden was not going to have the poor performance he had against the Thunder. I knew that. I knew Westbrook was going to come out aggressive. But you can't let the others go out and hit threes on you all night. And then I'm sitting there watching it, and they just giving James Harden the paint. Danny Green just giving James Harden the paint. Then the rotations is bad. Then the offensive end, oh, what happened?
I know we lost a whole bunch of people.
We did, but
let's keep going, brother.
Okay.
On
On
Come on now.
on the offensive end, yes, Anthony Davis had James Harden against him on a post, but I didn't like where he was getting the ball. He was getting the ball at the high post, at the mid range, at the elbow. If you're going to post up a guard, you got to get deep in the paint. Yes, it was barbecue chicken, but it wasn't barbecue chicken every single time. And I know LeBron loves to fill out game ones, but man, 0 points in the fourth quarter. Not aggressive in the fourth quarter. You just can't do that. I'm a big LeBron fan because I know his talent, I know his greatness, but not being aggressive in the fourth quarter in game one against a team like this who can go crazy on offense is not it. Then another thing, I seen them double teaming Russell Westbrook. What are you double teaming a guy that can't shoot for? And what are y'all double teaming in the first place? Because your rotations were late. So if you're going to double team, you at least got to rotate right, not leave a guy wide open for the 3-point line against, in my opinion, this is the best 3-point shooting team because they live and die by the 3-point line. A lot of teams don't do that. This Rockets team live and die by the 3-point line. You cannot give them open threes. And then you switching all the time. PJ Tucker, yes, is short in height, but he plays like a big man. So if he has Kyle Kuzma against him in the paint, he's going to get the rebound all the time. That's why the rebounds were so similar. You look at this Rockets team, most of the games they play, they're always losing a rebound game. If they can find a way to tie, be close, even lead in rebounds, they're going to win a game, and that's what they did tonight. That's why the game was like this, man. They had so many offensive rebound opportunities. I still have the Lakers in 6, but it's a lot of things that this Lakers team have to do, to help them win. And for instance, if your offense isn't there, Caruso isn't shooting good, Kyle Kuzma isn't shooting good, Caldwell Pope, Danny Green, you have Dion Waiters, Quinn Cook, and J.R. Smith that didn't get no playing time. I don't count what Dion Waiters got the last 5 minutes of the game because he should have been playing in the third quarter. J.R. Smith should have been playing in the third quarter. Quinn Cook should have been active. You got Jared Dudley active. The Lakers need to fix a lot if they think they're going to win in 6 because this Rockets team is way too talented for them to be playing lightly. There's still Lakers in 6, though.
Hey, let me add one thing on to what he just said. Let me just say, this game was decided by a couple of elements. It was decided first and foremost by the turnovers of the Lakers. The Rockets stole, 4 to 5, maybe even 6 of those balls and turned into points. Turnovers killed the Lakers first and foremost. Secondly, like you said, it was a play off of Harden and things of that nature. They did not play Harden as well as they should have played on a guard. But most of what I think helped them was complacency and laziness. They did not rotate like they should have rotated, and the Rockets made them pay for it. Steals is what killed the Lakers tonight. Turnovers killed the Lakers tonight. Complacency killed the Lakers tonight. And like you said, lastly, not using your bench effectively killed the Lakers tonight. And that's why I'm telling you, the Rockets and their coaching staff are going to really put the pressure on game 2. Now, I fully expect the Lakers to make adjustments. I fully expect them. Do you tell me that rest, blah, 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 made a fucking difference? I can tell you a few adjectives, but I don't think I can stand for this to be aired on normal airwaves. I'm going to leave that to the side beam. But you can read between the lines, Freddie D. You can read between the lines. Don't tell me that rest crap, because the Rockets would have loved to have rested. They just did not come out to play tonight, and they overlooked the Rockets, and the Rockets made them pay.
All right,
Game 2, guys. Game 2 is going to set the tone for the rest of this series. I'm telling you, Game 2 sets the tone. Home field advantage does not apply anymore. But Game 2 is going to set the tone for this series.
Is it my turn?
Because the Lakers have to be very careful, or it could end up turning into a Heat and Bucks thing again. So
it's not for you.
All right.
You said, hold on, time out. Because I want to address this real quick. See, because here's the problem. Chris Brown laughs and Freddie laughs. He laughs at this stuff. And I get it, because you guys are so confident in the Lakers. But here's the problem. Milwaukee was doing the same thing.
The two different teams.
Toronto was doing the same thing. And they're getting their butts kicked.
That's true, but I laugh for different reasons. But what
I'm saying is, you guys are going to naturally overlook the Rockets, and that's okay.
I know how talented they are. That's why I said what I said, because you can't play like that in game 1 and try to play like that and expect to win against this team that's this talented and they're hungry. That's first and foremost. When you got a team that's hungry, you can't take them lightly. I'm laughing because I know what the Lakers can do if they play the right way, but they haven't. And I'm laughing because the whole Bucks being down 0-3 thing is hilarious to me. That's why.
Hey, hilarious. Let me tell you something. I'm old enough to remember back to a time of 93 to 95 when the Rockets went down in 93 to 03 to the Suns. And Rudy Tomjanovich was the quote. And he quoted, "Never underestimate the heart of a champion." And I'm going to tell you right now, that statement holds true to today. Back then, they used to Rockets to have a slogan on their cardboard signs when fans were allowed to be at the stadium, and they said, "We believe." I'm telling you right now, you can't underestimate the heart of a champion. I don't care if you got LeBron. I don't care if you got Anthony Davis. If you ain't got the heart to win it, you're not going to win it.
All right.
All right.
And they went out 03 to Phoenix Suns, and they came back and they became the world champions after being down 0-3. And this is a squad that had Hakeem Olajuwon on it. And Robert Horry.
Hold on. All right. I got to give Freddie a shot. Freddie, this is your shot now.
All right. Ace, what you say? Thought it was going to be a sweep? You know what? I was thinking about that last night, and I called my good friend, Mr. King James. I said, LeBron, do me a favor. Give them a game, because I don't want to leave. I don't want our guest, Mr. Jason, not to come on this show again.
Wait a minute. If you got LeBron James' phone number, can I get an autograph? Because I got to go to the jersey.
Well, listen. I mean, like you said, rest don't matter. Rest don't matter to a young team. I mean, this is a veteran team. You have dudes that have to put the icy hide on the knees and all that good stuff. I mean, they've been off nearly a week, and the Houston Rockets have been playing playoff basketball this whole week. So let's not forget that. And then again, like I said, first game of every first round with LeBron, it's a fill-out game. We've seen it last round. We've seen it in Cleveland. And like y'all making this. Y'all making it seem like Houston is just this elite team. We know when it comes down to the end, James Harden chokes. He always do. So I'm not worried about it. 5 games, like I said, I don't expect ACP to shoot bad every game. We seen it last round. After the first game, once they get rhythm, they got hot from the 3-point line. Danny Green, he actually played pretty decently. He had 11 points or something like that. The best game so far in the playoffs. Then you had Kyle Kuzma. We need more out of him. I believe the Lakers need to make a change in their starting lineup. They need to put Danny Green on the bench. They need to insert Kyle Kuzma in the starting lineup. Every time Kuzma starts, he has a big impact on his team. He scores big points on his team. We've seen it when they first got to the bubble. I don't know why Frank Vogel won't give that a shot, and I believe they are going to have to give that a shot in this playoffs. Then they're going to put AD at the 5. Because when he's at the 5, I mean, like I said, there's nobody on the court that can guard him. This dude will be dominant. This dude will show you why he's the best big man in basketball. Yes, he's better than Joel Embiid. Yes, he's better than Jokic. Yes, he's better than Rudy Gobert. He's the best big man in basketball right now. Then you have LeBron. LeBron is going to be way more aggressive because nobody on your team can guard him. You don't have a Kawhi Leonard to throw at him. You don't have a Paul George to throw at him. You don't have those big-time players that can guard him. I mean, did you see what he's doing? The House tried to go over there and punk him. And LeBron said, "Who are you, kid?" And he gave him a little bit of shoulders, give that shoulder action, and bam. I mean, this team, I'm not worried. Lakers in 5, it's going to be over. Jason, when it's over, I want you to come on the show, and I want you to eat the humble pie.
All right, so Chris, hold on a second, Jason.
I've got to address this, please. Let me ask him. I'm going to ask him a couple of questions on what he just said. I want to challenge Freddie real fast, a couple of questions. Number one, Freddie, we talked about Kuzma. You saw Kuzma along with a number of Lakers get into foul trouble this evening. Kuzma couldn't stay on the court because he ran into foul trouble. How is he going to beat the Rockets when he stays in foul trouble? Number one, and you can address that. The second question I got for you is this. You said sleep. Sleep was your excuse for why LeBron didn't come out, whatever. If he can't come out after a full couple of days of rest, what's he going to do come 2 days? Well, you don't have that much rest. Hold on.
Can I answer these questions?
I'm going to get it all out, and you're going to answer it. I'm going to give you a time. Age is against LeBron. I don't care what they say. Father Time got his time on him. And let me tell you something. Harden and the Pacers Rockets, as you saw tonight, was a demonstration. If you didn't know, tonight was a demonstration. But as the rest of the series goes along, we're going to keep that pace at a high level. Can Braun, on a night's rest, couldn't get it done tonight. How's he going to get it done the rest of the series? And I give you the applause, Mike.
All right, hold on, Freddie. So before you go, I see Chris down there below, and he's been shaking his head no a lot. So, Chris, I'm going to give you your chance. Say, what are you saying no about?
I still have the Lakers, but it's not as easy as Freddie, wants to make it seem. It's not. Why are you surprised? You acting like this Rockets team is full of scrubs. James Harden, one of the best players in the league, one of the best scorers of all time. Russell Westbrook has the heart of a lion, has the heart of a champion. These guys are not going to go out easy. They got scrappy dogs. Look at the way they played tonight. They had the Lakers number every time they played them. That's why I still have the Lakers, but it's not that easy. It's not going against the Trailblazers where you can flip the switch. This is not that type.
The reason why I say it's easy because we've seen this Houston team year in and year out. We've seen it all the time.
This is a different team, though.
Wait a minute. This is the first year with Westbrook. You ain't seen this team year in and year out.
Different team. I know you want to say James Harden chokes in Game 7s, but now you got Russell Westbrook. This is a whole different team. This is a whole different year. I'm not going to rely on the past. I can't do that right now because this is too good of a series.
Chris, let me ask you a question. So would you rather rely on James Harden and Russell Westbrook with their history, or would you rely on LeBron James and Anthony Davis, sir?
Of course I'm going to rely on LeBron, but you acting like just James Harden and Russell Westbrook are like scrubs. You acting like they're rookies, like they haven't been in this game.
That. All I'm saying is
your confidence is saying that. That's why I'm shaking my head. Dude, it's not going to be this easy. They
Rockets
destroyed them in Game 1.
By 14 points. They didn't just beat you by a little bit. They spanked you so fucking bad that they made you look like a last place scrub team. And you're going to come out here and say this?
All I'm saying is...
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. You talk about respect. Give respect where respect is due. King James and his boy got spanked by double digits.
Can I talk now? Can I talk
that
now?
bullshit?
Can I talk now?
Yes, Freddie. Freddie, go ahead.
Let me get my input in here. I'm just saying, year after year after year, we've seen it out of Russ Westbrook. We've seen it out of Harden. It's the same thing. It don't matter. It's just a new year. That's the only thing different. They look good the first couple of games, but they can't finish. But we've seen LeBron James. He finishes every time. We've seen him. We've seen him in the past go down to that Golden State Warriors team. What did he do? He take it up another notch. They've been off for a week. They're getting things back up and going. This isn't the Portland Trailblazers. You're right. This is James Harden and Russell Westbrook. But guess what? At the end of the day, nobody can guard Anthony Davis. And when LeBron decided he wanted to be aggressive,
guarded him tonight.
They
guarded him tonight.
No, they did not. And when in the post,
how many points he get?
And it don't matter what I'm talking about. He was not aggressive, but when he was aggressive, he was unstoppable. That's all I'm
sorry.
saying.
I got to disagree with you tonight. They guarded that man tonight.
So when James Harden was guarding Anthony Davis in the post, they stopped him.
They held him well enough.
Every time he was in the post, he scored on him.
It was barbecue chicken, but you got to look where he's posting up at. That's why I know he got the post faded, but I know he got the face-up game. But dude, if you're 7 foot and James Harden as small as he is, stop getting the post all the way at the elbow. Post up on the block.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chris.
When you push him out to the elbow, it's easier to guard him.
And Chris,
guard him like a guard, not a big man.
Chris, that's why I say in Game 2, we're gonna see them get more aggressive. They gonna get them up under.
They should have been aggressive tonight.
J.R. Smith and Deion Waiters have to play in Game 2, in my opinion. You got to
disagree.
I agree, Chris. I agree. J.R. Smith and they.
Nobody else could score other than them two. Who was scoring?
I disagree.
All right.
We've seen J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith could not find his shot.
J.R. Smith is the best shooter on that team right now. J.R. Smith is what? Danny Green isn't hitting nothing. Caldwell Pope didn't hit nothing. Kyle Kuzma was out there fouling the whole game. Couldn't guard nothing. Why not go with somebody reliable?
KCP is shooting the ball better than J.R. Smith last series. Like I said,
He
you
ain't shooting
can't
the ball
judge.
hardly at
isn't
all.
getting no time.
You can't judge game one.
At all.
J.R.
You
Smith
can't
hasn't got
judge
no.
game one.
I'm
You
judging
can't
the
judge one
whole.
game.
I'm judging the whole playoffs. Danny Green has not been shooting well the whole playoffs. J.R. Smith has got no time. Deion Waiters have got no time. These are two guys throughout their whole career that has proven one thing: they know how to get buckets. J.R. Smith will compete on the defensive end. He's not a liability, and Deion Waiters is Philly cheese, bro. I've been watching Deion Waiters for forever. He knows how to get buckets. LeBron needs somebody out there that knows how to get buckets. Look at the score, dude. They got outscored. Defense didn't help at all. You need buckets out there. You got two guys, and you got Quinn Cook, who they don't play. You got three guys that can help generate offense. Yet they want to stick with guys who can defend and can shoot. And
Why
they're
would you play
Caldwell Pope had 5 damn
exactly. They're barely
in
defending.
game one? In game one,
Five.
you ready to give up
You
on a
see my
dude
hand?
in one
You
game?
see my hand?
I can't wait
That's
till
how many
game two.
points. That's
If they-
how
In
many
game
points
one, you want to give
had.
up on one dude.
hand worth.
Y'all want to
So-
give up on one dude in game one. That's
Freddie,
it.
I'm not giving up. I'm telling you that they need to put those guys in a rotation for points.
I disagree.
Okay, let's just wait till game two. They better win then. They better win.
Let me say this. Everybody, watch this. Okay, you guys got Anthony Davis and you got LeBron James. Those are your two big guys. Those are your two guys. Everybody else, okay players, not great, but okay. Eric Gordon, I'm telling you now, the X factor in this game will be Eric Gordon. He scored 30 or 23 points tonight. Eric Gordon is that third guy that you don't have, and he showed it up tonight.
We do have that third guy.
Come on now. Not only do you have that, but you got PJ Tucker's defense and Covington's defense, and you even have Harden, who in game 7 against Oklahoma City Thunder, even though he didn't score well, he still played defense.
Well, he know he had to do that to save his
And
legacy.
that got them to win.
He had to do that to save his legacy. We do have a
And he
third
still
guy,
did it, though. He
And
still
we-
did it.
and we do have a third guy. Our coach just don't know how to use him. Kyle Kuzma
Yeah,
is that third
you said it
dude.
right. Your coach does not know how to use it, and that's another X factor. Grant Vogel is not the right guy to take you all the way to the ship, and you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it.
Jason. And Chris, I'm very surprised in you, sir.
I'm a realist. I'm a realist.
No.
I'm
Because
speaking
he's a
facts.
realist.
I love Deion Waiters. I've been watching him forever. He's a guy that can get buckets and doesn't score. You seen what J.R. Smith does in the playoffs. He hits clutch threes. The Lakers couldn't hit
In the past, that was
In the
2 to
past.
3 years ago.
that. Okay, why is he not playing right now? Like
Because we gave him a chance. He cannot knock down.
he has not played enough to get rhythm. Danny Green had enough time to get rhythm. Can't hit nothing. So use him as defense. And when he's not shooting well, then bring in your scorers. I'm a realist. I want the Lakers to win. But the way they played tonight and the way they played with Danny Green not shooting well, Caldwell Pope being inconsistent, Kyle Kuzma being inconsistent, why not play your guys that have proven to get buckets? That's all I'm saying. If they
They
want to
haven't proven it this year. They haven't proven it yet.
All agree on one thing. I think we can all agree on one simple thing. Whoever wants it the most is going to win this championship. Because here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. You guys got height, and you do have experience in James' experience as well as Anthony Davis' experience. We got speed, pace of game, shooting ability, and we got a better coach than you guys do.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Trust me, because I guarantee you, if D'Antoni would have been on that team, I guarantee you J.R. Smith would have been in that game.
Why would you put J.R. Smith?
Would have been in that game.
Why would you put J.R. Smith in the game?
because when he gets a rhythm, he is a knockdown shooter.
So why am I gonna put a dude in that's gonna blank every shot in the game in the
Well,
way
God,
he
you
get
lost
hot?
by 15. Why would you not? You lost by 15.
Danny
I'm
Green
sorry,
has been breaking everything. So is Caldwell Pope. It's just being. I'm a realist. I'm being.
KCP had one bad game and you want to blame it on him. The dude
Oh my God! He had one bad game.
Time out.
Do I have to
Time
pull
out.
up game one? Do I have to pull up round one?
Yes, bring it up. Bring it up. Yes. Yes, he played good.
Time out for a second. Time out for a second, because we have a comment. Jason Barber actually commented too, and he said that he agrees that Eric Gordon is the X factor that the Lakers
He
do
is.
not have.
He went off for 50. Right now I'm not confident, and nobody else on the Lakers squad that can go off for 50 like Eric Gordon can go off for 50.
Well,
Listen, let me
we
tell you
do
something.
have an X factor.
Let me tell you something. You can have really good players on your team and still not make it all the way. You just can.
Do you know who the X factor for the Lakers is? Rondo. I've seen the little
Rondo?
The
Rondo?
Yes, Rondo.
That's your X factor. It's Rondo.
Yes, Rondo.
He ain't been relevant since he won a championship back in the day with the Boston Celtics. So don't tell me about Rondo. He just came off the injured reserve list.
Sir, Rondo came off the bench today, gave a much needed push the Lakers needed in a point guard.
It wasn't enough because you lost by 15.
I mean, the dude didn't play a whole game. He was on
that guy. You didn't just get beat. You didn't get beat. You got manhandled.
I just want you to keep the same energy. That's all I ask.
There's a difference between a loss and a manhandle, and you got manhandled.
Freddie, as a Lakers fan, it is completely okay to sit there and be confident and talk all this smack or whatever. It's completely fine. But when your team loses like they did, sometimes it is good to look in the mirror, look at everybody out there and say, hey, Lakers are the Rockets tonight. We're the better team. They beat us. Hands down, they beat us. They were the better team.
No, sir. Like I said, we not scared. We not scared. We ready for the fight. Game 2 is ours.
So based on what Freddie is saying, Freddie, first of all, Freddie, I ain't afraid of nothing. I ain't afraid to come on here every night we play to y'all's team, and we can just have a little recap. Let's just have a little recap. I'm sure. Look, the Lakers gonna lose, or the Lakers gonna win a couple of games. So I'll take my ass to when I get it.
Are you sure?
I'll back to you just as much. So let's just have a little recap. No big deal.
So when comes Sunday,
all Plays Network, we gonna do a little recap. It's gonna be spicy, and it's gonna be caliente, baby.
So come Sunday when we win, I'll be able to find you.
What do I got going on? I might have another podcast. We will do this. We will do this. No, we will do it. The time might vary, but we will definitely have a recap. Yeah, there will be a recap. Absolutely.
All right. And I want you and Chris to stay on the same level.
It might be. Hey, can somebody please tell me what time the Rockets play if everybody out there listening, what time the Rockets play the Lakers on Sunday? Does anybody know that?
I think it's 5:30.
Is it a 5:30 game?
I think so.
It's an early day game. Oh, snap. Okay.
I'm rooting for the Lakers, Freddie. I'm just being honest. There's a lot of things.
You're not being honest because you act like you've never seen LeBron James in his career.
I haven't said nothing about. I know what LeBron. Have you realized? I'm talking about the other guys. LeBron James does what he wants. He's not going to win without help. If you realize, I said nothing about LeBron and AD because I know how consistent they're going to be. I'm talking about the role players because the Rocket role players, they're 3-point shooters. They're going to jack up the threes. They're going to get. You're shaking your head, Freddie. Did you?
Still am.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Listen, you got to listen to Chris Brown. No, Chris Brown has hit the nail on the head.
Jason.
You got to have your third guy.
No. Let me explain myself. The reason why I say this is because the more aggressive LeBron be, the more aggressive Anthony Davis be, the more the role players will be wide open. They will have to double team LeBron James when he put his back towards them.
Really.
I saw them shoot wide open shots tonight and miss.
They was on for a whole week.
Hey, listen, I would rather let LeBron and Anthony Davis get their points and keep the role players from getting their shit.
That's how I feel about James Harden. That's how I feel about James and Russell Westbrook. I wouldn't double team, especially when not Russell Westbrook. I'm never double teaming him because he's not going to go shoot a three. I understand about James Harden, but I never double team Russ. I let him get his two all day.
Hey, what we're saying basically is it ain't about the main star players that's going to win.
About these role players is going to win.
It's not about the role players. It's not.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to put Eric Gordon against any third person you got on the Lakers squad every day of the week.
It's not about the role players. It's about the stars.
Sunday.
Once LeBron and once Anthony Davis insert themselves in the game, it is over. But
I got a question, Freddie. Are they going to score 100 points by themselves?
It better be more than 100 because
it's not about them how many points they're going to score, Chris. It's how they insert themselves into the game.
Yeah, but listen to the guys that I said that need to be in the game. Deion Waiters, J.R. Smith, Quinn Cook. They don't need nobody else to insert themselves in the game for them to get going.
Don't you think
What?
Russell Westbrook gonna shut him down? He's too small.
He's coming off the bench. He's playing bench minutes. He's going against Austin Rivers. He's not worried about Austin Rivers. J.R. Smith, he's going to come off the bench. He's not worrying about whoever they're bringing off the bench. Deion Waiters not scared of no one. He'll go against Giannis, Jimmy Butler, Russell Westbrook, James Harden. He don't care. You talking about they need other people to help. You're saying that the role players need LeBron and Anthony Davis to get hot, to get aggressive. They can get aggressive. Those three guys that I named don't need nobody else to help them with offense. That's why they need to play. You're saying, sir, I'm gonna send you all their highlights so you know how they play. They don't need LeBron to pass them the ball.
Don't bring me old highlights. I want to see
bringing
recent
bubble
highlights.
highlights. I'm bringing bubble highlights.
The problem is, it's pretty simple. He wants to bet his whole team on two guys, and I'm telling you,
No.
It's a team game. No, it's a team. It's a team.
No, I don't.
All five guys got to be on the same page.
I agree.
Distributing. And the Lakers didn't have that tonight. They didn't have it.
We agree.
Had it. The Lakers didn't. And that's the difference in game two. Game two is got to be all five of the Lakers.
No.
You don't think so?
No, let me
hope not, because that's going to cement my game two win, and I'm going to rub it even deeper into your face.
I might not be saying this clear. Let me say it clear. Yes, I agree, Deion Waiters, but J.R. Smith, no. He is not like what he done 2-3 years ago, yes, but not now. What I'm saying is if LeBron James and Anthony Davis insert themselves into the game, be more aggressive. I thought at times that Anthony Davis was being too passive. I thought at the time LeBron James was being too passive. Once they get themselves inserted in the game, be aggressive. Once LeBron start driving down the middle, it will start opening up for them wide open shooters. And guess what? The shooters get more of a rhythm, and then there's shots we get knocked down. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I know you need others around them to have big games, but if LeBron James and Anthony Davis get more aggressive, which game two they will open it up for the others. Your two guys have to be your main two punches every night. Just like Houston.
I really honestly thought that Anthony Davis and I really believe that LeBron James were both pretty aggressive tonight.
Not tonight, they wasn't.
Not the fourth quarter. Not the fourth quarter.
Not the full four. And here's the problem with that. If they weren't aggressive tonight after all that rest, how the hell are they going to be aggressive going on short?
Because LeBron is in game one is a fill-out game for him, sir.
That is true. But he always does that game one.
It doesn't fill out. The heart of a champion attacks every damn minute.
He don't have that Kobe mentality, my friend. He don't have that Mamba mentality.
He got the mentality.
You ever saw Kobe or Michael Jordan feeling a team out? That's crazy.
He don't have that Kobe mentality.
You want to have a Mamba mentality.
I can't agree with that.
Every damn minute of the game.
He don't have that Mamba mentality.
I can't agree with that. I'm
not. When have LeBron ever had a Mamba mentality?
When he dropped 51 in 2018 against the Golden State Warriors, when LeBron flips his switch and he knows he has to score, he's going to go score. Yeah, he used this at a fill-out game because this is what you said. When he becomes more aggressive, it helps everybody out. He does need to be more aggressive, and he will be more aggressive. But you can't do that right now. And if he's not aggressive, LeBron has said it out his mouth that he uses game one as a fill-out game. We all know it, cool. But Anthony Davis should not use nothing as no fill-out game. He still has to prove himself. So he should have been aggressive the whole night. He has no excuses. He's the young guy. He's the guy that has to be the X factor for this Lakers team against this Rockets team because nobody can guard him. Not LeBron.
I just don't understand how LeBron uses it as a fill-out game when LeBron has gone up against the Rockets other times before in the season. He knows exactly what the Rockets got. So what exactly is he feeling out?
Like Jason, I need to
start off with them. Now I got a question. I don't remember the Rockets ever starting off with Eric Gordon guarding LeBron. I'm not saying that's a huge thing. I'm just saying when I saw that, I'm thinking, oh, he's going to go off, and he was going off. Then he slowed down. Now, I don't think he's going to do that game two. I'm curious in game two because I feel like game two is a big game. This is probably going to be
absolutely. I agree with you, Chris. Game two is going to be so pivotal. I think absolutely. If the Rockets win game two,
it's a problem.
It won't be no problem. We're talking about a problem. Stop it. Chris, you talking about LeBron have a Mamba mentality? Well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. If he had a Mamba mentality, he won't have a fill-out game one. He'll come in there attacking every night.
Exactly. Because honestly, I would say he was filling it out if you guys lost by 5, or 6. But when you get blown out by double digits, that's more than just filling it out.
All right, guys.
That's just getting the ass handed to you. And
Jason,
they handed his ass to him.
All right, guys. We're starting to get up there on time. So what we're gonna do now is I'll give you each a minute to say your last final thing, and I will go ahead and I'll start with Freddie. So Freddie, you have a minute starting right now. Your minute starts.
All I gotta say is, Jason, you know it. LeBron was not as aggressive as you thought he would have been tonight. AD, he was not as aggressive in the post as you thought he was tonight. Once them two get aggressive, then the others will follow. They're the leader of the team. It's just like Houston. If Harden and Westbrook don't make their presence be known, the others don't show up. I mean, you need your superstars to step up, and they will in game 2. I guarantee you it will be over in 5. We ain't playing with these dudes. We don't need J.R. Smith to make a presence. Deion Waiters, I agree with that. Now, Quinn Cook, he's too small. But the others will show up in KCP. I don't know about Danny Green because, but we do need a Kyle Kuzma to step up when I believe which he would. I don't like Marcus Morris. You need to step it up too.
All right, Chris Brown, you have a minute.
I'm still going Lakers in 6, and I'm not going to change that. But the Lakers have some problems that they need to fix, and it was wide open in game 1. You saying they don't need a guy like J.R. Smith? Well, Eric Gordon is that guy for the Rockets team that's going to be their consistent guy. Even if Russell Westbrook and James Harden isn't going off, Eric Gordon has the ability to go out and go get 40, go get 50. Nobody in the Lakers have proven to do that this entire bubble. Kuzma hasn't been consistent. Everybody off the bench hasn't been consistent. And if Kyle Kuzma is your main punch off the bench, or he's supposed to be your third fiddle, he can't have nothing less than 15 points. That's why I'm saying you need to bring in Quinn Cook. You need to bring in Deion Waiters. You can bring in J.R. Smith because you know they're going to give you one thing, and that's offense. The Lakers need offense going against this Rockets team. They're not going to be dominant on defense. It's still Lakers in 6, but the Lakers got a lot of things they need to switch, and that comes with head coaching. Frank Vogel needs to play chess, not checkers, if he thinks he's going to beat D'Antoni and his Rockets team.
All right, Jason, you have a minute.
First of all, I'm so thankful to be on this show. I've had a great time. It's been a blast. First of all, Chris and Ace, y'all need to get podcast therapy to Willie B. Secondly, hey, listen, guys, it's a team game. You guys want to spend all your time on 2 players? I'm sorry. Go ahead and do that. We got X Factor in Gordon. We got X Factor in House Jr. And we also got Macklemore and Austin Rivers, and they are ready to play, and we are bringing it. You got schooled by 15 tonight, and that's just a process of how it's going to go for the rest of this series. I hope you're ready because we are here. We're H-Town, and we are bringing the thunder, baby!
All right. That was a great show. I want to thank everybody for watching All Sport and All Plays. And stay tuned because you know Game 2 is going to be coming up on Sunday, and you know that Jason's going to be coming back, and we'll be joined again by Freddie, Chris, and Jason. So I hope everybody enjoyed the show tonight, and we'll see you around again. Thank you. Have a good night.